Hi and welcome to SCW, the wrestling channel here on YouTube.com. Thank you for choosing the channel and choosing the video. Please subscribe right now. Leave in the comments in the comments section. Please like and share the video as well. NXT Takeover Portland predictions for you right here, right now. Many great matches on this card. I'm very much looking forward to this Sunday evening. Going to kick things off with Rhea Ripley versus Bianca Belair, NXT Women's Championship. Oh, it does say NXT Champion these days when we see the graphic come up on the screen. Both have been booked very strongly going into this. I mean, Bianca Belair had a great Royal Rumble performance. Rhea Ripley has been unstoppable since War Games. Of course, the Survivor Series, how she beat Shayna Baszler after Baszler had the belt for 14, 15 months. So this has been very solid and very well put together. But Rhea Ripley not long been the NXT champion of the women's division and I expect her to retain here. I think we could get an epic moment. Charlotte Flair could appear after this match and could accept the challenge for WrestleMania for Rhea Ripley against Charlotte Flair. I expect it is going to happen and I think we could see that it is made right here on this takeover. Next, we're going to look at the street fight between Tegan Nox and Dakota Kai. I mentioned War Games a minute ago, and this was solidly put so well together when Dakota Kai turned heel, getting involved at the last minute, turning on Tegan Nox and pretty much taking her out of the War Games match, and also effectively herself not even getting involved, just turning heel and leaving from there on. Was a big statement. I really felt that this had potential to be like a Tommaso Ciampa, Johnny Gargano of the women's division, and I mean, it's called off massively, but I do feel that they had a match on TV which was okay. Tegan Nox picked up the victory. I want to see a great epic takeover match here, and I do think, if this is booked correctly, that this could give the girls the momentum back, and I think that it could go to a solid takeover match on WrestleMania weekend, which I do think it deserves. So for this, I think Dakota Kai is going to get the victory. I think it's the right booking move, so that Tegan Nox needs to get some revenge. I do feel as well that when you look at these two, they've got what it takes to push themselves right up the card, and I would love to see it. I'd love to see that this elevate both women, because they, at this moment, I'd say they're not championship worthy, but this rivalry, if it's done right, could push them within the title picture, and I think Dakota Kai would probably instantly put herself in the picture for a championship match. Maybe them two could be involved in a number contendership match at the following takeover if this is built correctly. But for me, Dakota Kai will pick up the victory in this. Perhaps a bit of cheating to win. I think that's a good way to elevate this and keep this story going forward. Next, I'll look at the North American Championship. Keith Lee and Dominik Dijakovic. They've had some great matches on TV. I'm guessing it's time to put it on a takeover. There's a championship involved as well, just to give it a little bit of extra flavour as well. I think these two could be the opening match, and I think could be possibly match of the night. I'm really looking forward to it. I think, though, it's too soon for Keith Lee to drop the championship. He's only recently won it from Roderick Strong. So for me, this is the first contender for Dijakovic, and probably the first of many. Keith Lee, for me, I see being one, probably in time, hopefully one of the greatest North American champions in NXT history. I think he's going to have a long, lengthy reign. So for me, I say Keith Lee is going to pick up the victory in this match. Next, I will look at Finn Balor against Johnny Gargano. Of course, this was meant to be at the last takeover. Of course, Gargano was hurt, so it's been put to this takeover. It's been quite solid. It's had some gaps in it in places, so it's kind of felt a feud that, even though they've been sort of feuding for months, it's not felt like it's scratched so much of the surface at this point. I think maybe this could be the first match of a couple. We'll have to wait and see. But I do think that Finn Balor is going to pick up the victory in this match. I'm expecting this to be an awesome match. On paper, it certainly feels like a dream match, so I'm hoping it's going to deliver when we see this on NXT TakeOver. So for me, really looking forward to it. I think it's got a chance to be a 15-20 minute classic, but for me, on this particular occasion, I'm going to put my money on Finn Balor. Next, we'll go with the NXT Tag Team Championships, and the reason I've put this towards the end of the video because I want to talk about the Undisputed Era together. So we're going to talk about here Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly against the Broserweights. That's right, the winners of the Dusty Cup for 2020. Of course, Matt Riddle and Pete Dunne. Really enjoying their chemistry. I didn't think I would enjoy it at first. I thought they were just thrown together, but I like what they're bringing to the table so far. Definitely some elements of comedy. I like the serious and the jokey side. I like the references to what they do to get Matt Riddle sort of really excited and over. And I like the fact that, we said this serious, stern face of Pete Dunne. I just think it's got a great combination. It's a great duo. They won the Dusty Cup, and I think the people that do win it more than not should become tag team champions. Undisputed Era have, they fulfilled that prophecy Roderick Strong was the first guy to lose a championship. Of course, he was the last one to win one, but he lost it. I think now it's time for the next belt to change hands, and I'm going to say for new tag team champions. Interesting to see. And just one more of a note of comedy, I really did enjoy as well Matt Riddle with the Bobby Fish comment of Bobby Fish saying fish, and of course with his little rhyme as well, which I can't think of off the top of my head, but was very entertaining at the time. But last but not least, and this is where it comes into talking about the NXT Championship, the main event, Adam Cole against Tommaso Ciampa. Well, of course, Ciampa wants Goldie back. He wants his life back, and I like the way that this storyline has been built and put together. It's been going on, it feels like, since September, October, so it's had a good few months build, and they've kept them apart. It's really felt like a nice, fresh thing that's been put together here, and now we're getting on a takeover. I'm really excited. I'm good for this match, and I think it's going to really deliver when we see it on a takeover. I think we're going to get a payoff because we've not seen something just thrown together and put in the ring. There's actually long-term thinking, long-term planning, and I think it's something that the main roster needs to look at when it comes to booking shows. I really like how this has been done. But, of course, this is where I think that the story really comes in handy. If the Tag Team Championships have been lost by Undisputed Era, if the North American Championship, which, of course, has already been lost, then Adam Cole is going to be desperate. We need to see some sort of promo of, like, we can't lose every single championship. The prophecy was made, we fulfilled it, but we can't see it all fall apart. 2020 was also meant to be our year where we were going to dominate from start to finish, and we were not even 2 months in and we could lose everything. And I really think that would really, it would put just that little bit more on this match before going in on the pay-per-view, just to really excite things and make you think, which way is this going to go? I wanted to believe that Ciampa is going to do it here, but I do think that Adam Cole is going to escape. There was a sort of promo backstage this week with Ciampa explaining how he had his WrestleMania moment taken away last year, where he had to give up the NXT Championship. I think his time to win it is going to be in Tampa. I think that is the place that Ciampa will become the NXT champion for the men's division, and I think that is where he will beat Adam Cole. Adam Cole's been such a great champion. I don't think there's an urgent rush to get the belt off now of Adam Cole so close to WrestleMania. And I think, of course, if the Women's Championship of NXT could be on the main card, there's no reason why the NXT Championship may not be on the WrestleMania card itself. So I'm interested to see how and where this is going to go, because if they're going to put NXT on the main WrestleMania card, are they going to put a few matches from what would be on WrestleMania on the takeover? It's very interesting to see how this is actually going to play out. Will Charlotte actually be on the takeover the night before? We'll have to wait and see how it's all going to play out. It will be very interesting to see what is going to happen here. But I do think that whatever happens, this is going to be a solid takeover. I'm looking forward to seeing the direction it leads as we go in towards Takeover Tampa. But that's my predictions there for you. So, hope you've enjoyed the video. Let me know your predictions in the comment section right now. Please like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget, Ask SCW will be coming back this week and as well. But thanks for watching. I'll see you next time here on YouTube.